Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about 10 interesting, bizarre, and just things that don't make sense in Grand Theft Auto 5. That's right, today we're only going to be talking about single player, and this is really cool. I think some of the things that we're going to be talking about in this video are very interesting, to say the least, so let's not waste any more time, and let's jump straight into it. All right, the first thing that I think is kind of interesting is the soda machines in-game. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have ever taken the time to stop and drink at one of these, but I didn't realize that there was a limit. I thought that you could just stand here and buy an unlimited amount of soda. And what's actually pretty cool is the game will tell you, hey, stop drinking these sodas, we've run out. So if you go up to any soda machine and you just keep drinking, which is pressing right on the D-pad over and over and over and over again, you'll eventually get this message on the screen that is, vending machine has run out of sodas. And I never knew that was actually a thing in GTA 5. And another thing I didn't even know is you could destroy the front of the soda machines themselves by kicking them. I just did that because I was frustrated with the machine, but it will actually tell you that you've had too many sodas and you should probably stop drinking them because that is no longer very healthy for you. So that's pretty cool right there. I had no idea that that was actually a thing in GTA 5. Another thing that's interesting, you guys know throughout the campaign, Franklin eventually moves out of his aunt's house. So I believe it's after the first heist, like he gets enough money to buy that like super rich house in Vinewood Hills. Well, if you actually go back to his aunt's house, you'll notice that his room is completely different. And that just goes to show you the level of detail from Rockstar here, that they completely cleaned out Franklin's room. Really, the only thing left is a couple of containers, a coffee mug, some posters on the wall, and maybe a couple shoe boxes or two. And I just think that is awesome of Rockstar that they went to all that detail right there, even though you'll never really even go inside of Franklin's aunt's house ever again, whether you're Franklin or not. So I thought that was awesome, and once again, just the level of detail that Rockstar Games showed there is pretty incredible, so I thought that that was super cool that they completely just stripped Franklin's old room. Now, something else that I think was interesting in Grand Theft Auto 5, the more I thought about it, is just how bad the paramedics are at their job. So if you kill someone in GTA 5 and you kind of wait around, eventually paramedics and an ambulance will show up. However, if you watch them closely, they don't actually do anything. They just simply stand around the body itself. They don't even touch it. And then one guy proceeds to pull out some sort of like notepad, and with a fake pen or pencil, he pretends to write something down, and they don't even do anything. And in this case, there was like 2 bodies that I had killed. They completely abandoned the first one and then went to the second one. So they didn't even help the first guy. Then they went to the second guy and they completely left him. They also parked in the middle of the road, which is incredibly dangerous. And then they left and they didn't help anyone. It would actually be cool if they were a little bit more interactive or dynamic or unique and then helped out the people that actually needed it. I just thought it was funny. Like if you ever watch them, they're horrible at their jobs. They don't do anything, which I think is insane. Something else that's kind of interesting is if you're playing as Michael, you know, on his estate, he's got a gate that leads up to his house. Well, this gate actually reacts to you having a wanted level. So if you play around with a mod menu on PC, you can actually get this really funny effect where if you flip the wanted level on and off and on and off, it'll start shutting and closing and shutting and closing like over and over and over again. It's really, really funny to see. I'm not sure what does this, but apparently that gate cannot be closed if Michael has a wanted level. So I thought that that was kind of interesting right there. I'm really not too sure why that's the case. Now, 2 things that don't make sense. These are the only 2 examples that I've noticed. I'm sure there's many of them throughout the world. This one right here, we are at an intersection with a street light in all directions, yet in our direction, there's a stop sign. Why would you have a stop sign at an intersection with 4 traffic lights? That doesn't make sense at all. Why would we be the ones that have to stop in one direction? Again, that does not make a whole lot of sense right there. Why that is the case, I have absolutely no idea. And then if we actually go closer towards the casino, you can see the roads are properly marked where one lane will tell you to go straight only, another lane will tell you to go straight and to the right. However, this one in particular tells us that we can go straight or go right. However, where is going right? Going right is going off-road and then onto a highway where there's no entrance. So I don't know if there was supposed to be another road there or if Rockstar just kind of messed that up. I have absolutely no clue though. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Like, where would we go to turn right there unless we were trying to run over some pedestrians or something like that? Just absolutely in the middle of nowhere. So that's pretty crazy right there. Those are two things that have been pointed out to me that were interesting, but also didn't make sense in the way Rockstar went about their traffic patterns. So that right there is pretty crazy to say the least. Another thing that's interesting is just how small Franklin's house is. So from the outside, you might not necessarily think that Franklin's house is small. I mean, it's got a pool, it's got a hot tub, it's got multi-stories. He lives in fictional California. This house in real life would probably be like 10 to 15, maybe even more than that, $1 million. However, have you noticed that it's only a one-bedroom house? Franklin probably paid $15 million for this house to get one bedroom. The rest of the rooms are blocked off. Even some of the doors in his own bedroom are blocked off. So I don't know if Rockstar just intentionally didn't complete his house. I mean, Michael's house has a bunch of different rooms that you can actually go inside. Trevor lives in a trailer, so you can't really consider that. But regardless, why can't we go inside the other rooms in Franklin's house? Are they blocked off on purpose? Is there something hiding there? If you try and go through them, it's just blank. It's completely empty. So I don't know why Rockstar didn't fill out the rest of this house. All I know is that is one expensive property to really have one bedroom. So I thought that that was kind of ironic right there, that Franklin, even though he upgraded to a new house, he still only has one room that belongs to him. All right, moving on. This is kind of a cool feature of the NPCs. If you run them over in a tall enough vehicle, they're actually going to do like an army crawl out the side. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought they would just like teleport or transport out to the side of the vehicle, but no. You can see if we run over a couple of these pedestrians here without killing them, they'll kind of start to do like an army crawl out the way, which I think is so cool. I've never actually seen a pedestrian do that before, and I wonder if that animation will be used in maybe an upcoming military DLC or something along those lines. But I thought that was awesome. Now, this is very rare because if you run someone over, it's likely you're just going to kill them, not going to just be sitting under their car still alive. So pretty rare to see, but also pretty hard to do. I was only able to get it twice, but I still thought it was pretty interesting and pretty cool of the NPCs as well. Another thing I thought was interesting is that dogs will actually follow their owners wherever they go in GTA 5. So if you scare off one of the owners by either shooting at them or pushing them, their little dog will try and catch up to them no matter where they go, even if that means running in the middle of the street, weaving through traffic. I thought this was interesting. I didn't think the dogs would do that, although you do need to be careful. If you do this to a dog that is aggressive, they will start to attack you, which is ultimately what happened to me today. So I thought that was once again pretty cool. I didn't know that the pets in this game behave that way. I thought they would just stay in the same spot or not even try and run after their owner, but I did indeed think that that was pretty cool as well. Moving on, if we go to this 24/7 supermarket that's actually located in Chumash, there's something very interesting in the dumpster on the outside, and that is nuclear waste. Number one, what is a supermarket selling or buying where they're throwing away nuclear waste? To me, that just seems a little bit dangerous. And then number two, throwing away infectious nuclear hazardous waste in a trash can, just on the outside in a dumpster where everyone can have access to. Number one, I don't think that's legal, but number two, that doesn't seem safe, sanitary, or healthy in any way whatsoever. So I think there's some sketchy stuff going on at this 24/7 market. I think they're selling a whole bunch of craziness, and they're obviously producing some pretty toxic nuclear infectious waste. So again, I don't really know what's going on there. And when I was listening to this, there was like flies and stuff buzzing on. So it's pretty crazy stuff that's going on right there. And finally, last but not least, two pretty interesting things with Franklin's aunt's house and Michael's house is random glass windows on the roof of their houses. So on Franklin's aunt's house, you can actually shoot on the roof and you'll find this like glass square that obviously isn't there. Otherwise, we would see it from the outside. And Franklin ended up texting me and saying he wasn't very happy about what I was doing. So I thought that that was kind of weird. And then in Michael's house, it's even more weird. He's got this giant glass window that you can like clearly see up into the sky with. However, if we go to the outside, there is no window there. There's absolutely nothing. It's just a normal normal roof that doesn't have any glass. So it kind of makes me wonder, what the heck is Rockstar doing? Was this meant to be there? Did they try to do that? Or was there originally going to be windows on the roofs of these two characters' houses? I didn't even check the one for Trevor because he lives in a trailer park, and I wouldn't imagine there would be a mirror or anything like that on the roof. But I thought that was kind of odd, whether it's a design glitch or just something that was fixed. Still kind of pretty cool. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you found these things as interesting, bizarre, wacky, or weird as I did. I love finding stuff like this in GTA Online, so if you know of anything more, be sure to let us know in the comments section down below. If you guys did go on and enjoy the video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.